So the next game that I played at Hyper Japan was Sonic Boom for the Wii U. Now, there's a lot of controversy. There's a lot of controversial things going on with that, with the Sonic fans about Sonic Boom right now. Like some people, are, a lot of people actually are kind of hating on the Wii U version, and you know what? I can kind of understand it. But at the same time, you have to understand that this is a spin-off. Like it's not canon to the Sonic Team games. Like it's not canon to Generations, Lost World, or whatever. But it's its own like branch of Sonic. Like you have Archie, Sonic the comic or whatever. Dare I say Sonic X. Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, Sat AM, the list goes on, and now you have the Sonic Boom continuity. And the thing is, I can get used to change pretty quickly. Like, I went into the game thinking, this isn't a traditional Sonic game. I didn't expect it to be like Generations where you have the boost and like fast paced kind of stuff. From what I saw, it really looked like I want to say like Epic Mickey kind of style, and I really liked Epic Mickey actually. The sequel's kind of okay-ish. Like I don't think it's as bad as everyone says, but it's not great either. It was just like in the middle for me really. Some sections really drew me up the wall, but that's a story for another time. Anyways, with Sonic Boom, I thought it looked like it was like an Epic Mickey kind of game, like I said, and like I enjoyed the crap out of the original Epic Mickey. So I thought when I try this game out, I'm gonna be in that mood set. And you know what? I played the Sonic and Amy level in the underwater base kind of thing, and well, to be fair, it wasn't like completely solid. The controls weren't bad, but they felt a bit unpolished. Pardon me. They felt a bit unpolished, but they weren't unplayable. It was like it felt a bit like the timing when you like press a button, it felt a little bit off. But maybe it was just me, but I don't know. It didn't really bother me that much in the long run because I got the hang of things pretty quickly, and well, I say that, but I did have some pretty fail moments here and there. But that's to be expected, I suppose. But they have. I do like the style they're going for because, you know, Sonic isn't really a game series where you take your time to explore that much. I mean, sure, you have the alternate paths, but you don't really go out to explore the environment, which is something that they were pretty much going for with this game. And like I said, if you go into it thinking this is going to be different, it's a new experience, then you may have a different aftermath. Like you might have different impressions than if you went into it thinking, yeah, I'm gonna have the boost or the parkour system or something like that, because it's not gonna have it. And like the speed, it was moderate. Like it was like the jog in Lost World, except quite a bit more faster than that, because the jog in Lost World, like the walking kind of speed, it didn't really make you go anywhere at all, to be honest. I'd say it's kind of hard to pinpoint where the speed is, but to be, I honestly think the speed is fine. Maybe if they had a run button, maybe it'll make people not get so worried. But I don't know. I like that they have the multiple characters because, like, yeah, in the one stage I played, you had a couple alternate paths where you could go on the like pipe things or like the whatever the things are called, where you basically make like a ninja like platform on these little like platforms, if you will, and with Amy, and you can do that. Or you could go to the other side and use like Sonic's homing attack and whatnot to get to another pathway. And that's one of the things that I really like about what they're doing, because you have all these characters that have different like features to them, if you will. So you play like a stage one time, you go to Sonic's section, next time you go to Amy's section and you find more collectibles and stuff. Oh, speaking of collectibles, actually, this game, from what I've seen, is full of them. There's these weird crown. I really don't understand what they actually are, but basically there's a bunch of collectibles you can find. Like there's hidden areas and hidden switches and stuff to collect rings and these weird collectible things. I'm not sure what they're gonna do, but from what I saw and from what I've played, there are quite a healthy amount of them, and that's what I really like, because if you know me, I'm a sucker for collectathons. I love games like Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie because collecting is like a really... It's a factor of a game that I can enjoy a lot, because I'm one of those guys that like to explore the environments, you know, and I like that they're trying to do a more exploration type of Sonic game, because we haven't really... I don't think we've really had that before, if I can recall correctly. I'm probably wrong, but from what I can recall, I don't think we've had a game like this before, and it's a spin-off, so again, it's gonna be different. But anyways, like I said, there was this interesting mechanic where I can't remember exactly how it worked, but there was this weird scanning thing where you look around with the gamepad and you see like this X kind of sign that's invisible if you don't have the scanner on, and if you hit it with like a bounce attack with Sonic or Amy's hammer or something, it will release like collectibles and stuff. I'm not really sure how that's gonna play out in the final version. Like, I wonder how you going to know where a secret spot is where you have to use the gamepad for it, because I like that idea, but I don't think it will be good to like stop everywhere to look for things like that. Maybe there'll be like a indicator, but we'll see. But the combat, it needs a little bit of fleshing out, but I did enjoy it quite a bit, because sue me, but I enjoyed the Werehog in Unleashed. But mainly because of the combat and all that, because it's not the best combat ever, but I did get enjoyment out of it. And the combos felt satisfying to pull off, in my opinion. And I don't know how to explain it, but I just got an enjoyment out of being the enemies up in this game, because it's a bit like the Werehog, kind of, but it feels more Sonic-like, I guess, where it's a bit more fast paced, I guess you could say. And there's like every character has like a special move kind of thing. For Sonic, when you're in the air, if you press the X button, I think it was. Yeah, it was the X button. You'll do the homing attack, and if you're on the ground, you'll do the spin dash. And what I like about it actually is that if you home and attack an enemy for a few times, you do this like big like smash on the ground. I'm pretty sure you've all seen it before because it's been in like several gameplay videos, and it really looks really cool. And when you go use a spin dash, like bash into an enemy a couple of times, like you just basically just dash right through them really fast, which is pretty cool. And I mean, the Y button was the attack, like normal standard attack. What concerns me though is if the fighting will get a bit repetitive, because if you have just one button to attack, then, well, you have the special moves, but from what I'm trying to say here is that Unleashed was so fun because you had the strong punch and the the range like claw attacks, and you mix them up together to get cool combos. I kind of want that to happen in this game, where you have two buttons for your like standard attacks, and you like combine them to do cool things with them and like pull off awesome combos. I like the combat from what I played, but I just think it would benefit like if they did that, because you have so much possibilities to do with that kind of style, you know. And if you just use one button to attack, it doesn't really leave you open for many possibilities, I guess. But that's just me. It's a fine enough combat style, I think, and I didn't find it tedious or boring like some people put it. I actually quite enjoyed the gameplay in the game quite a lot. It's not polished, and that's expected because it's not a finished game. But I can see what they're going for. I mean, there's a few minor tweaks they need to make, like to polish the controls a little bit, and they're polishing up the graphics and all that, so that's nice. And I did like the was it that rope thing? What was it called? The inner beam. Yeah, I thought that was gonna be kind of weird to control, but actually, I didn't find it that difficult because, well, you just press the A button, I think it was. Like it picks up the enemies, and Sonic, or Amy, or anyone else for that matter, swing it around automatically, and if you let go, Sonic or anyone else will throw the enemy or wherever you're holding into the direction you are pushing the control stick towards. Like if you push up, Sonic will throw upwards, and yeah, you get the point. There were a few chase sequences where you have was it the Guardian, like this Guardian guy chasing you. It wasn't. It was pretty basic in terms of what you could do, because it felt much like Sonic Dash, if you will, because like there isn't many. Like you don't really have to avoid anything really. Like the camera is facing, the camera is in front of like Sonic and Amy, and you're pretty much running towards the camera, and you don't really have to avoid obstacles or anything. Your your speed is like set, like it's locked, so you don't really have to avoid about the Guardian that much. You have this quick step that's returning, and you kind of just like, it's kind of like just like a refill for your rings really. The Sonic Academy level was the only one I played, so I didn't really get the chance to play the speed level. But it feels a lot like Sonic Dash. What I think they're gonna do with those levels is that they're probably gonna make it like a what was it? Stages where you go from level to level, you know, like it's like a transportation kind of thing maybe. I don't know, it's something I just thought about just now. I just wonder how those levels are going to be implemented in the final version, and there's going to be a lot of side content from what we heard, which is pretty nice. So overall, I do like what they're going for with the game. It needs a bit more polish. It needs a bit more polishment, if that's even a word. And I can see myself really enjoying the game actually. Like I enjoyed from what I played, and I don't doubt that I will enjoy the final version. Yeah, I'm like, I know there's so much hate surrounding the Wii U version right now, and after playing it, I can kind of see where people are going with, but I think it's getting a bit too much hate. I don't know. I guess it's one of those games where you have to play it for yourself. It's actually kind of more polarizing, I think, than Lost World was, which is pretty insane because Lost World was crazy with how diverse people thought, with how diverse the opinions were for that game. And I feel that this game will be even more diverse, which is kind of crazy. But personally, I like the game so far, and what I've seen and played, it looks like a pretty fun game. So again, if you think no, it's not going to be Generations, you're probably going to enjoy it more. And like I said, I enjoyed the crap out of the original Epic Mickey, and this game felt kind of like that, except in a more Sonic kind of style, I guess. I don't know. Either way, I enjoyed the demo quite a bit. It wasn't the best. It wasn't the best thing ever, but again, it's only one level. I can't like go on about that too much because, you know, I haven't played too much of it yet, but from what I played, it felt pretty good. Like I like the exploration factor. There's a ton of collectibles to get, and I'm interested to see what they do. And also I heard there was this recent news about having like treasure or whatever, where you buy new power-ups or something like that, which is pretty cool because if you guys saw the Sonic Boom impressions on C's Brain, which if you did, then yay! Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, I made a point saying that what if they had like abilities you get later on in the game. I'm happy that they have that actually now, because, you know, it makes you want to get the treasure and collectibles and stuff and buy the new upgrades and see what they do and all that. It'll be interesting to see what they come up with the power-ups and all that. So, and also what things you can buy in general. And here's another thing. It felt a lot like the Lego games in terms of how the co-op was handled, because, well, you have Sonic. It's basically, you have the level I played was Sonic and Amy, a Sonic and Amy level, and when I was playing as Sonic, Amy was going around as a CPU, and same with Amy, and Sonic was a CPU and all that. They can help. They don't do too much. But they do try and like kill enemies and try to do things on their own, which is pretty cool. So it's a lot like the Lego games in that sense, which is nice, you know. Like if you go to Amy's path, Sonic will go down his path and you meet him later, you know. So yeah, I can see that style working really well with this game, and there isn't really much else I can cover that I haven't already said. I don't know if I'm gonna do a blind LP of this game, because this game feels like it's gonna be a pretty lengthy game. So I don't know. Maybe I'll do a blind LP. I kind of feel like I want to experience it first before doing that, but I guess you guys can tell me what you think I should do. But let me know what you guys think of the game, if you've played a demo of it yet, or from what you've seen of gameplay footage and whatnot. Just I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about it. So with that said, I'll see you guys in the next impressions.